Kicking off this NFL free agency, the New Orleans Saints has officially made their first move. Marcus Maye on the Saints. If you can, like and subscribe, and please help me relive this dream I have about being a broadcaster. With that all of that out of the way, let's go. Who that on me? Who that on three? What's up, Saints fans? It's your boy Who That City, ready to bring you back to another video. Marcus Maye has officially signed with the New Orleans Saints on a 3-year, $28 million deal, replacing the piece we lost to the Baltimore Ravens, Marcus Williams. Now, I can't say much, but Marcus Maye is one of the most underrated safeties in the NFL. When he's on the field, he's easily or have an argument for top 5 safety in the league. Now, will we miss Marcus Williams? Probably so. Marcus Williams wasn't the best tackler, but when he was on that field, he was an amazing zone cover safety. Marcus Maye probably don't have the same playmaking ability as Marcus Williams when it comes to zone coverage, but Marcus Maye is an amazing tackler. He can do his job when he needs to be, and he doesn't have to come on the Saints and play that much of an impact role with the rest of the pieces we still have. Maye was a huge addition to the New Orleans Saints. I can't front about that. Marcus Maye has been one of the most underrated safeties in the league this year. Now, I do have a problem with his injury cases. He has played for the New York Jets, and he hasn't played a full season like that without some type of injury happening to him. What kept him off the field this year was DUIs and his injuries, but the injuries shouldn't be too much of a concern. He was doing a lot on the New York Jets, and I'm thinking once he comes to the Saints and his role doesn't have to be that big anymore, he can make a heavy impact to the Saints, and we could continue this defensive run. Now, moving on, even though we have Marcus Maye, the Saints are officially out of negative cap space. We are finally out negative cap space. We are finally having this in our pockets now. Now, what the Saints choose to do with it, we don't know. Still, we are in contention of trying to land Deshaun Watson. Landing Deshaun Watson will take our cap back a bit because his contract is large. Hopefully, if he do join the Saints, we can restructure that deal and still add some pieces to the New Orleans Saints so we can get this team back in Super Bowl ready contention. So we can get this team back. With that being said, this free agency still ain't over yet. We still have a lot of wide receivers on a free agent board. Teron Armstead is holding out on other teams. He has been offered deals from other teams. However, I don't know if this is a false report or a reliable source. He is not going to make a decision until the Saints decide what they want to do with their quarterback positions, saying that he doesn't really trust Jameis like that. Jameis did have a decent year, but I don't think he completely trusts Jameis like he did with Drew Brees. So he really wants to bring in a quarterback that he could, know for sure that could lead that offense. With Michael Thomas and Alvin Kamara coming back too, this offense is due for heavy reinforcement. Hopefully, when we get into the draft, we could get that back for the New Orleans Saints. So we are looking forward to that, and I can't wait for this year's NFL season. But Deshaun Watson does change the NFL draft plans for the New Orleans Saints. The New Orleans Saints will no longer have their first round pick. Hopefully we keep our second round pick, but we are looking at missing out on 3 first round picks for the next 3 years for a player in Deshaun Watson's caliber, which I have no regrets on. Deshaun Watson on the field, he's like a top 5 quarterback, so I'm very much okay with giving up 3 first round picks. But this team is an amazing drafting team. Every single time we hop on the field, we always have weapons. This team is amazing at the draft, so I'm not too concerned over the draft, but this does change our draft plans looking at it. We will have to take another wide receiver in the second round if we don't sign one. And we're going to be missing out on like Treylon Burks's, Drake London's, Garrett Wilson's, Chris Olave's. We will be missing out on them, but we could just rely on a second draft wide receiver. Getting a wide receiver in the first round is not always the answer. So I will say that. But other than that, though, this is your host with the most, the Who That Center. I hope everybody has a great day. Like and subscribe. And I'm out.